Picture this, a tomb untouched for millennia, shrouded in mystery and belonging to one of history's most captivating figures, Cleopatra. Where could it be? The enigma of Cleopatra's tomb is as captivating as the queen herself. Imagine an eternal resting place, a hidden sanctuary holding the secrets of a woman who once held the world in her grasp. This is not just any tomb, but the tomb of Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, a woman whose allure has transcended time itself. Cleopatra, an epitome of beauty and intelligence, has been a source of fascination for centuries. Her life was a tapestry woven with threads of power, intrigue and romance. Yet despite her prominence in the annals of history, the location of her final resting place remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Why does this tomb hold such a fascination for us? Perhaps it's because of the tantalizing secrets it might hold. Could it contain revelations about her life and reign that have evaded historians for centuries? Or perhaps it's the allure of the untold wealth that could be buried alongside her, a treasure trove that could rival the riches of Tutankhamun's tomb. The quest to find Cleopatra's tomb has drawn many, from seasoned archaeologists to amateur treasure hunters. Each has been lured by the prospect of discovering a piece of history, of unearthing a story that has been lost to the sands of time. Yet despite their best efforts, the tomb remains elusive, its location as enigmatic as the queen herself. The mystery of Cleopatra's tomb is not just about the physical location, it's about the quest to uncover a piece of our shared past, to better understand a woman who has intrigued us for over 2,000 years. It's a journey that takes us beyond the realm of history into the world of legend and myth. But to truly understand the mystery, we must first delve into the life of the woman herself. Cleopatra, a name that echoes through history, but who was she really? Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, was much more than just an enchanting seductress, as often depicted. Born into the intense political climate of ancient Egypt, she ascended to the throne at the tender age of 18, following the death of her father, Ptolemy XII. Her reign, however, was not one of solitude. Cleopatra shared her power initially with her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, whom she also married, adhering to the Egyptian royal tradition. But Cleopatra was not one to be overshadowed. She was a woman of intelligence, charm and diplomatic acumen, fluent in several languages and well-versed in economics, philosophy and the arts. A pivotal chapter in Cleopatra's life was her relationships with two of the most powerful men of her time, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. With Caesar she had a son, Caesarion, and for a time they enjoyed a mutually beneficial alliance, both politically and personally. But fate had other plans, and following Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra found herself drawn to Mark Antony. Their relationship, marked by passion and shared political goals, resulted in 3 children and an alliance that threatened Rome's Octavian. Cleopatra, however, was not just a queen defined by her romantic liaisons. She was a ruler who fought for her people, a strategic leader who navigated through the complex world of politics and power. Her reign saw significant economic prosperity, cultural renaissance, and military victories. Her iconic status, though, is not solely due to her political prowess or her romantic alliances. Cleopatra was a woman who dared to defy the conventions of her time, who dared to dream and who dared to rule. Her allure lies in her audacity, her resilience and her indomitable spirit. Her life was a tapestry of power, intrigue and romance, but it was her death that would seal her place in history. Cleopatra's death, as dramatic as her life, marked the end of an era. The year was 30 BC, and the Queen of Egypt was faced with a dire choice. Her kingdom had fallen to the Roman Empire, her lover Mark Antony was dead, and she was captured by Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus. Rather than be paraded through Rome in humiliation, Cleopatra chose to die on her own terms. This is where the story takes a turn for the tragic and romantic. Legend has it that Cleopatra committed suicide by inducing an asp, a venomous Egyptian serpent, to bite her. This dramatic act of defiance against Rome was seen as a final assertion of Egypt's sovereignty, a poignant end to the reign of the last pharaoh. Cleopatra's death was a pivotal moment in history, marking the fall of the Ptolemaic kingdom and the rise of the Roman Empire. It was an event that would shape the future of the Mediterranean world and beyond. Her death was not just the end of a life, but the end of an era, and it has been immortalized in countless works of art and literature. From Shakespeare's tragic play Antony and Cleopatra to Hollywood's glamorous portrayals, Cleopatra's death has been romanticized, mythologized, and dramatized. It's a tale of love, power, and defiance that continues to captivate us even today. But the story does not end here. Cleopatra was given a royal burial, befitting a queen and a goddess. She was laid to rest alongside Mark Antony, in a tomb said to be filled with treasures beyond imagination. But in a twist befitting her life, the location of Cleopatra's tomb became one of history's greatest mysteries. In death, Cleopatra became a legend, but what became of her final resting place? Cleopatra was laid to rest in a tomb fit for a queen, yet its location remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Ancient sources tell us Cleopatra's tomb was a place of grandeur, a monument to Egypt's last pharaoh and her Roman lover, Mark Antony. The historian Plutarch mentions a golden tomb filled with treasures, an opulent final resting place. But the sands of time have a way of swallowing even the grandest of structures, and Cleopatra's tomb has eluded discovery. The mystery is not for a lack of trying. For centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and historians have chased leads, followed tales, and dug into the earth in search of the elusive burial site. Yet, the tomb remains hidden. Why? Some theories suggest that the tomb was plundered and destroyed in antiquity, its treasures spirited away, and its location lost to time. Others propose that the tomb may be concealed somewhere unexpected, waiting for the right pair of eyes to decipher the clues left behind. Theories about Cleopatra's tomb's location are as varied as they are intriguing. Some suggest it's in Alexandria, where Cleopatra reigned. But the city has changed dramatically over the millennia, with much of ancient Alexandria now submerged beneath the Mediterranean. Another theory points to the Temple of Tapestry Magna, west of Alexandria, where recent excavations have revealed tantalizing clues, including statues, jewelry, and coins dating back to Cleopatra's reign. Perhaps the most intriguing theory, however, is that Cleopatra's tomb lies somewhere yet undiscovered, in a location that has not yet caught the attention of historians or archaeologists. A place that Cleopatra, in her infinite wisdom and cunning, chose to keep her final resting place a secret. The search for Cleopatra's tomb continues to captivate us, but where might it be? Only time will tell if the sands of Egypt will yield their secret and reveal the final resting place of the legendary queen. Until then, the mystery of Cleopatra's lost tomb continues to fascinate, a tantalizing puzzle waiting to be solved. The sands of time may have concealed Cleopatra's tomb, but they have not erased the clues to its possible location. The quest for Cleopatra's tomb is a journey through time, a puzzle that has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike for centuries. As we delve into the most likely locations of her final resting place, it's crucial to remember that our understanding is based on a blend of historical records, archaeological evidence, and educated conjecture. The first probable location is the ancient city of Alexandria, Cleopatra's royal seat. According to historical accounts, Cleopatra was buried alongside her Roman lover, Mark Antony, in a golden tomb within her palace complex. However, the city was ravaged by earthquakes and tsunamis over the centuries, and much of the old city is now submerged under the Mediterranean Sea. Another potential location is the Temple of Tapestry Magna, about 45 kilometers west of Alexandria. The temple, dedicated to the god Osiris, is a compelling candidate as Cleopatra was known to associate herself with Isis, the wife of Osiris. Recent excavations led by archaeologist Kathleen Martinez have unearthed a wealth of artifacts, including statues of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, hinting at the possibility that the temple could indeed be the site of their hidden tomb. Al-Minya, a region in central Egypt, is also a contender. Some researchers believe that Cleopatra could have been buried in a secret location far from her capital to prevent her tomb from being desecrated by her Roman conquerors. While the exact location remains elusive, the search continues, driven by the allure of one of history's most enigmatic figures. New technologies and methodologies are being employed in ongoing excavations, and every uncovered artifact brings us one step closer to solving this age-old mystery. The final resting place of Cleopatra may yet be discovered in our lifetime, and when that day comes, it will undoubtedly be a momentous occasion, a testament to the enduring allure of Cleopatra and the relentless pursuit of knowledge that defines humanity. The tomb of Cleopatra, lost to history, remains a potent symbol of her enduring legacy. This enigmatic queen of Egypt, whose life was a tapestry of intrigue, romance and political savvy, has left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. Even today, more than 2,000 years after her death, Cleopatra's name resonates with power and allure. Her life and the mystery of her tomb have permeated popular culture in a myriad of ways. The silver screen has seen numerous portrayals of Cleopatra, from Theodebara's silent film performance in the early 20th century, through Elizabeth Taylor's iconic role in the 60s, to Angelina Jolie's recent rendition. Each interpretation, while different in its own right, has contributed to the mystique of Cleopatra. Literature, too, has been enriched by the Cleopatra narrative. From the works of William Shakespeare to the historical novels of Margaret George, writers have been captivated by the life of this queen, her tempestuous romances, her political acumen, and the enigma of her final resting place. Art has also been profoundly influenced by Cleopatra. Her image, often idealized and romanticized, has graced countless canvases, sculptures, and frescoes over the centuries. Artists from Caravaggio to Salvador Dali have been inspired by her story, transforming the queen into a symbol of power, beauty, and seduction. Why does Cleopatra continue to captivate us? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the tantalizing mystery of her lost tomb. Or maybe it's the timeless tale of a woman who wielded power in a man's world, a queen who defied the norms of her time. Whatever the reasons, Cleopatra's legacy is as enduring as the Sphinx and as enigmatic as her missing tomb. As the search for Cleopatra's tomb continues, so does our fascination with this timeless queen. Perhaps one day the sands of Egypt will finally reveal her secrets.